Hello, my darlings. I hope you guys are doing absolutely amazing. I know that I am, and I'm so excited to talk to you guys today about some new and exciting changes, some fresh ideas that I have coming to the channel. And I'm just really excited for you guys to be a part of this next chapter here at Finding Diamond. So let's not waste any time. Let's dive right in and talk about what's new and exciting. So for those that are new here or just don't know me, my name is Diamond and this is my channel, Finding Diamond. And a little bit about my background that I'm not sure I've ever shared here on the channel is that I have my bachelor's degree in broadcast journalism with a minor in communications. So yes, the plan used to be for me to be on your TVs, hosting your nightly news, hosting TV shows, talk shows, even on your radios at one point. However, God had different plans for me. That's not the road I ended up traveling, but I am still in communications, just not in the way that younger Diamond would have envisioned. But it's okay because we live in an age where pretty much you can chase your dreams. Anything that you want or you've ever dreamed of, you can accomplish all of those goals. Thank God we live in that type of age. So here I am in 2025 introducing you guys to a new talk show element that I'll be adding to my channel called Hello Darling. I'm so excited. This is something I've wanted to do for such a long time and I'm finally doing it. I'm so happy to share this with you guys. So we'll be discussing some of everything over here at Hello Darling. Current events, entertainment news, a little bit of politics. Why not? It's what's going on in the world. Not much is going to be off limits for us here at Hello Darling. The sky is going to be the limit for us, and I think it's needless to say that we're going to have a really, really good time. We'll be talking about things that I think you guys would enjoy, things that I enjoy that I just want to share with you guys. And like I said, we're going to have a really good time over here. We're going to do self-care tips. We're going to talk about how, we feel as people and how we can become better people. Because I feel like that's the goal for everyone. Each day we're living to better ourselves and become better people. So we're going to be talking about all of that over here. And I feel like what better time to just go ahead and introduce you guys to Hello Darling, and let's do an episode. Let's do an introductory episode, a pilot, and show you guys what it's going to be like over here at Hello Darling. So something that I think ties really well into the fact that I'm introducing this new segment to you guys is our first topic, which is the power of reinvention. It also ties really well into the reason that I named my channel Finding Diamond. It's the name of my blog and all of that. And the reason I named it Finding Diamond is because to me, I feel like we're always finding ourselves. Not that we don't know who we are, but life is not stagnant. Life is always changing. So we find ourselves often in different situations where we have to handle things differently. And sometimes situations can get really deep. It could be something that we've never done before, something we've never dealt with before. So we have to find something new within ourselves. We have to dig deep and figure out a way to handle this. Or maybe it's a situation where it's been revealed to us that like, hey, I do this and this isn't something I really like about myself. So now let's figure out how we can fix that, how we can change that attitude or change that outlook. Like I said, we're always finding ourselves, and there's nothing wrong with that. I feel like a lot of people hear the term or the phrase finding yourself, and they kind of tie it to like a certain time in your life or like a certain era, a certain age range. Is like, oh, you find yourself in your 20s or something like that. And I don't agree. Like, yes, you learn a lot about yourself in your 20s, but you never stop learning yourself, and you never stop learning how to handle life and the things that life throws at us. So that's why I feel like it's so important in certain situations to have an open mind and an open outlook to look within yourself and be like, how can I handle this? What do I need to learn about me to help me handle this situation differently, or to help me deal with this person or these people differently? It never hurts to learn more about yourself. And that to me is what Finding Diamond means. I'm finding new stuff about myself all the time. I learned so much about myself in 2024, and it's been for the better. I've learned things that I don't like about myself. I've learned things that I like about myself that other people may look at as odd or something like that. But I've learned that it's okay for me to like these things about myself. So you're always finding yourself. You're always dealing with different things that life throws at you. So that's the basis of finding diamond. That's what that means. That's what it's all about. So with finding yourself also can come reinvention. And what does that look like? That can look very different to a lot of different people. But in my case, in my situation here, and everything that I'm talking to you guys about today with introducing new segments to the channel and all of that, reinvention more so to me, it means me finding different ways to reach my goals, to do the things that I've always wanted to do. And I'm sure there's a lot of you guys, and just a lot of people in general that have things that they've always wanted to do, and they feel like they don't have time, or that was just a dream, you can never make it happen. And that's not the case. You can, like I said earlier, we live in 2025, this age of technology. Everything is at our fingertips. Everything you need to reach goals and make your dreams come true is at your fingertips. You really just have to do it. But to get more specific, like if you have goals and things like that, that things that you've always wanted to do, such as maybe you wanted to start pottery, or maybe you really wanted to take culinary arts seriously, you wanted to start a cooking channel, or start a bakery yourself, or start a catering business or something like that, but you work a 9 to 5, or you have a family, or both, and you're wondering, how can I make my dreams happen while also sustaining my everyday life and the things that I need to do, such as go to work, or take care of the people that I love and the people that rely on me? How can I make this work? Social media has made it so easy to reach people globally, to put yourself out there. It's as easy as, like I'm doing right now, just sitting down and turning on the camera. So even if you just have to find the time, carve out some time when you get home from work or something like that, and just turn on a camera for a second and just introduce your goals. Technology even makes it so much easier for us to manage our time. You can have calendar apps and task manager apps, or you don't even have to have separate apps. Honestly, you can just go to the notes section of your phone and write out a plan. You don't have to feel like overwhelmed. That's what I'm finding, that the best way to do this is to create a plan, is to go to your calendar app or go to your notes app and write down everything that it is you need to do for your goals. So you may look at it as like, oh, I just worked this 9 to 5, but how important are your goals to you? If your goals are important enough, you'll make time to now work your 5 to 9 to make sure you can reach your goals and do the things that you've always wanted to do. And it doesn't have to take a lot of your time. And if this is something that is important to you, it won't feel like a burden or one more thing that you have to do. You'll be excited about it. I'm so excited about introducing this segment to you guys and putting it together. It doesn't feel like a burden or one more thing that I have to do. It just feels like I have to do it. That's my thing. I just have to get started. You have to get your foot in the door. And I know that part of it can be intimidating. I won't lie. It was for me. There's so many what ifs that ran through my mind before I finally said, okay, let's do this. But we've got to put all of those to the side. Trust me, this is coming from level 1, D1 overthinker right here. So, which is not something I'm proud of. Something else I found out about myself in 2024. I'm not proud of being an overthinker, but it's something that I'm dealing with. And I'm learning to put all the what ifs to the side and just go ahead and focus on what's in front of me, focus on what's real, what I can reach, which is my goals. They're right here. I can reach out and make it happen. So that's all you have to do. Just go ahead and take that first step. Pick the best day of the week that works for you. And if you're working a 9 to 5, or if you're taking care of a family, take some time out of that day in the evening. Or like I said, if you're not working and you're doing other things that are important or necessary, whatever time works for you, take some time to focus on your dreams and your goals. If you don't do that, you'll never reach them, and it'll always be a what if for you. What if I could have done it? You never want to have those thoughts. So think about what's important to you, and if this is really important, you'll take those first steps. Trust me, it's not hard. And like I said, I know it can feel like a burden or one more thing that you have to do, or a juggling act, but it doesn't have to. It's really all about organization. You've got to take the time to organize your day. And I'm finding that that's what's really helping me out a lot, is organizing my day and saying, okay, I know I have deadlines at work this week, but I'm also going to take the time to do what I need to do for me after work. I'm guilty of staying on late on my work computer to get some stuff done because I got a bunch of stuff that's reaching deadlines this week, and I'm learning that I've got to prioritize some things. And to be honest, a lot of that is prioritizing me and what I want. So I've got to make sure I'm doing the work that I need to do during the workday. And once 5 o'clock hits, whatever didn't get done can wait till the next day. The work is going to always be there. It's time now to stop, rest for a little bit, and then focus on me and the things that I want to get done. So it may feel like a juggling act, but this is where I believe outlook comes into play. If you look at it as one more thing you've got to do, it's going to feel like a burden. But if you look at it as I'm doing something that I love, something that I always wanted to do, this is a goal of mine, this has always been a dream, then you're going to enjoy it. It won't be a burden. You're going to love taking the time out to do the things you've always wanted to do. And that's how it is for me. I feel like I just feel good about it. It doesn't feel like, oh, let me check this off my list. No, it's like, I'm finally doing this. Here I am, world. Look at me. So I'm finally here, and I'm finally doing something that I've wanted to do for a really long time. It doesn't feel like a burden. It just feels like me taking care of me and prioritizing myself and do the things that I've always wanted to do. The end goal is reaching your goals, it's doing the things you always dreamed of. So why are you not important enough to prioritize? You are. You most definitely are. So do it. You got to just do it. It goes back to go ahead and taking that leap of faith, taking that first step, and getting out there and doing the things that you want to do for yourself. You have to remember also to balance everything out. You can't run yourself ragged while you're trying to do all of these things. You got to make sure you're taking the rest that you need to. You got to take care of yourself, because if you start to treat it like a task, or maybe you're like, I got to do it, and you're going nonstop with your personal goals, and then you've got work goals and other things too, you're going to burn out. You're not taking care of yourself. So you've got to remember your own wellness while our lives are getting busier, but we've still got to remember to take care of ourselves. And wellness doesn't have to be like, we're shutting it down for the weekend, we're going on a trip, we're going, it doesn't have to be anything like that. It can be something. I mean, if you want it to be that, sure, go for it. If you have the time and you decide like, hey, I'm going on a trip this weekend, I'm going to do a staycation or something like that, I fully support it. But what I'm saying is, you don't have to look at it like, oh, now I got to shut everything down so I can go do a staycation this weekend. No, wellness can be something as small as you saying, hey, let me take a breather. I'm going to sit back. I'm going to read a chapter of a book that I've been meaning to read, or this book that I have been reading but I haven't picked up in a while. It's just taking the time to do some of the things that you love. Or you're going to say, hey, I'm going to stop everything right now. I'm going to go ahead and sit in the tub for a little bit. That's mine. I'm going to be honest with you. Mine is like skincare and like self-care like that. I will go and get my toes done and then come home and like just soak in the tub and have a glass of wine and then do my skincare. Like that's what it is for me. So it can be something as small as that, something as small as reading a book, as small as taking a bath. And it can be something as extravagant as going on a trip, a vacation, or having a staycation. Whatever it looks like for you, it's okay, but you got to make sure that you're doing the things to take care of yourself while our lives are getting busier, because we're going after our goals, and that's really important. But our well-being is really important also. So we've got to make sure we're taking care of ourselves. Above all else, drink your water. Okay, guys, drink your water. Make sure you're drinking your water and taking your supplements. We'll have a segment on supplements coming up. I'm delving into some holistic healthcare myself these days. But we'll get into that for another episode. See, I'm telling you, we've got a lot to discuss here at Hello Darling. It's going to be a really good time, and it's going to be really informative, and you guys are really going to enjoy it. But yes, do the things you need to do to take care of you so that you'll be fueled and rejuvenated, and you want to be full of happiness and you want to be full of energy, and you want to be ready to tackle the day so you can go to your 9 to 5, take care of your families, and then come home and do the things that you want to do for you. So we have to make sure that we're taking care of ourselves so we can do everything that it is we need to do to make ourselves happy. Taking care of yourself is not selfish. I always say, especially for people that have the mindset of like, everybody's counting on me. I'm doing this for so many people. I'm doing this for my kids. I'm doing this for my family. But if you're doing so much and not taking care of yourself, and this is just in general, not just about having the time to accomplish your personal goals or anything like that. This is just in general. If you run yourself ragged, especially for the people, like I said, that are doing things to take care of other people, if you run yourself down to the point to where you're sick now, or now you don't know what's wrong and you can't go to work, you can't take care of people if you're not okay. That's what I say. So you have to be okay first. There's really nothing else to say. The people that depend on you won't have you if you're not taking care of yourself. So look at it like that. We have to prioritize self-care. It's not selfish. It's the foundation. It's one of the foundations of life, is making sure that you're taken care of. So with all of that being said, whether it's chasing your passion, finding balance in life, or prioritizing your wellness, the message is clear. You have what it takes to design the life that you want. So let's get to it. Let's get to designing these lives. Let's live the lives that we want to live. There's no excuses in 2025, okay? We're going to do it. So with that being said, I want to introduce one more thing to you guys that I have planned for the channel this year. Like I said earlier, my background is in communications. I currently work in communications. Just to give you guys just a brief synopsis of what I do, I basically find fun, new, exciting ways to package and deliver communications to different audiences. So I am going to be introducing a communications consulting service here on the channel this year. Hopefully I can help you guys with your communications needs for your small businesses or what have you. Share with you guys how I've helped other small businesses and other people meet their communications needs, and it's going to be a great time too. Let's work together. You know, we're doing everything this year. So please be on the lookout for the communications consulting segment of the channel coming soon this year also. I'm so excited about all the things that are in store for us this year. I can't wait to do more of this with you guys, to have more Hello Darling segments, the communications consulting service segments. We're gonna make 2025 work for us. We really are. I'm so excited. I want you guys to go ahead and revisit some goals that you may have previously had for yourselves. And as soon as you see this video, we're starting now. Get your goals together, and we're going to do this together, and we're going to have a great time doing it. So I hope you guys have a fabulous night, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.